What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's Team? It's your guy, G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, with Mo News that you can use. That's right, I said Mo News, M-O News, that you can use. And I'm joined with my guy, Cowboys Champions in the house. Give it up, Cowboy Champ. Let's do this here, man, until everybody comes out. But
hey, how you doing?
what's going on, my brother? How's everything? You doing okay today?
Man, long I'm above ground, I'm blessed.
Yeah, I know you're right, man, because it could always be worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We got Felicia Collins in the house, my moderator. We having technical difficulties, and I got to. Yeah, we'll talk. That's a whole different story. You know, Champ. Only if they knew what it takes to set up and get prepared for a show. I started almost an hour before the show started and ran into technical difficulties. So I couldn't even get my moderator on. So she's going to be moderating through chat. So she's saying good evening, everyone. Give it up for our moderator, Felicia Collins, Fleabug.
Hey, Fleabug, how you doing?
I'm sorry, I don't know. Like I say, this is a whole new setup. But anyway, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that after today. As you can tell now, Cowboys Champ, you from Texas, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. I stay in Dallas.
Okay. Are you familiar with TSU?
Yep.
Could you tell everybody what TSU stands for?
Texas Southern University.
Give it up. I am the proud pawpaw of my first grandson being accepted in Texas State University. Give it up.
Texas State or Texas Southern? Which
Texas
one?
Southern. What did I say? Did I say Texas State?
Yeah, you said Texas State.
He gonna kill me for that. He gonna kill me for saying that. Oh my gosh, that is unbelievable. Okay, we got Fleabug coming in this way. What's up, Fleabug?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Fleabug, how you doing?
Unbelievable. Right. I know it's unbelievable. It's sad, but this is where we are. Got my moderator got it coming in through the link. So, how's it going, Fleabug?
Okay, it's going, but I'm gonna have to do something because like I'm hearing myself on here and then I'm hearing myself on YouTube. So give me a minute.
Well, turn it down on YouTube. Turn your volume down on YouTube. That's what's going on. Oh, we got Lord Nova in the house. Give it up for Lord Nova. Yo, my guy, holding it down over there on the East Coast side. And anybody give him some trouble, we're going to load up, posse up. We're going to go over there and handle some business with Lord Nova. Give it up one more time. Hey, Cowboy Channel, he right there in the thick of things over there with them Philadelphia Eagle fans, man. Woo!
Oh, you mean the Filthy She-Goes fans?
Wait, man. I tell you, he holding it down for the Cowboys, though. Much respect to Lord Nova. He said, what's up, Fleabug?
Hey, Lord Nova.
All right. That's what's
up.
Can
y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Are you loud and clear?
Okay.
So, first of all, before we get started, man, we want to say thank you to all the subscribers and all of those that follow this channel. Again, like we always say, without you guys, it's totally impossible. Again, we don't do anything for clickbait. We bring you news that you can use. We're fans first, and then we report the news. Give it up. All right, so what we're going to do, Fleabug, look like I'm going to have to hold all this down because, oh, my God.
Yeah, I can't do nothing.
Unbelievable. So let's talk. Cowboy Champ, you were just sharing something with me before we got started. But before you say that, let me share with everybody what we're going to talk about today. So today we're going to do some news and use. We'll also get into some Brandon Aubrey options. We'll go into the Cowboys hosting prospects in Frisco. We also got Jerry Jones makes a statement. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. And we also probably try to get into some Myles Garrett. You know, there's some things going on with Myles Garrett. So we're still talking about that. But we'll get into that. But we're just going to do a little news you can use right now until everybody comes on. We got some more content creators that's going to come on here shortly. So we're just going to kind of throw some things out there. So what was that you was talking to me about earlier, Cowboys Champ?
Well, the Cowboys head coach, Crybaby Schottenheimer.
Oh,
He was. They were interviewing him. He was saying that Tyler Guyton has been at the start early, working out, and according to Schottenheimer, he believes that Tyler Guyton might be elite this year.
Well, let's give it up. Woo, man, that's some news that you can see. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna give you some news you can use. And before we go any further, we got to bring on my guy, Clifford Tarno is in the house. Give it up one time. Look like he's at the golf
Gentlemen,
course.
how are we? No, look, man.
This
Beautiful
guy
scenery.
here.
Beautiful scenery. Whenever I jump on,
It looks like a golf course to me. I mean, you could tell us, Cliff.
It's actually there's a group of restaurants right here where we have after-hour meetings for work. Is actually what it is.
Okay. Well, good deal, man. So I guess you're treating all the workers right.
Uh, yeah. No, so this is where like all of my company comes, and we come out and we show the vendors that we appreciate them, buy them some dinner, a few drinks, things like that, and we just have a good time.
A little happy hour. Give it up for Cliff the Tarno. Yeah, give it up. All right, we also got Danny Savage in the house. Danny Savage, what you say, my man? There he is. Let's let him get set up. He got to get his cool.
I had to put the glasses on. Hello, 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 hello.
What do you say, Dan? It's been a while, my man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just been doing my drafting. I finished up my centers tonight, and then tomorrow's my corners, and I'm done. And then basically it's just super sleepers and mocks the rest of the month.
Okay, well, hey, man, that's what's up. Okay, somebody said my YouTube. Oh, I guess Fleabug is saying her YouTube is lagging.
No, yours.
I'm lagging.
Yes.
You're good on my part. But
Well,
watch
I'm
my
not-
phone act up in a minute.
Chef,
Yeah,
can
you're
you,
good. You're good. You're good. No, on my part too.
He can
Cliff,
hear
am I
you.
doing pretty good on your end?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay,
Okay,
Fleabug.
no. Listen to what I'm saying. If somebody's watching YouTube, what you're saying is not matching what's happening on the camera. Do y'all not see that? Does everybody else not see that?
No, nah, I'm not on YouTube.
Okay, well, let me see what I can do. But okay, well, let me do this here and try I can figure this out. So let's repeat that again, Cowboys champion, and maybe Danny Savage and Cliff can kind of elaborate on what you had mentioned. And while I fix my camera and everything.
Yeah. Earlier, I saw a news footage from Crybaby Scheinheimer. He said that Tyler Guyton was at the start early working out, and he said he believes that Tyler Guyton can be elite this year if he put in the work. News footage from Crybaby Scheinheimer.
I mean, what do you expect them to say, man? What do you expect them to say?
I just heard an echo.
Can we hear you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I heard my echo, but I don't hear it no more.
I mean, listen, what do you expect Schottenheimer to say? But for him to even that little thing he put in at the end, if he puts in the work, what do you get paid for? I thought you get paid to work. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that's what you would have to say. I mean, that's what we expect. He's a first round pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
first
mean-
round pick.
I mean, listen, if he was a seventh round pick, he's still getting $1 million. You're getting paid to play your game, football, but you got to work at it. So, it is what it is. Man.
Me personally, I think Tyler Guyton's a great choice still. I don't think Tyler Guyton has had the downfall that we've seen like with Mozzie Smith or anything like that. So Tyler Guyton to me being a first round still, I'm absolutely happy with it.
You said you're happy with Tyler Guyton?
Yeah, I'm happy with Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton hasn't made as many mistakes as we did with Mozzie Smith. So are you saying that Mozzie Smith was a better pick for the first round than Tyler Guyton?
They both suck equally.
No. No, let's be real. Tyler Guyton does not suck as bad as Mozzie Smith.
Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you an honest question. Why do you go on all different shows with all different names and try to fit all different narratives?
Yeah, I don't think I understand what you're trying to ask there.
No, I'm just asking you a question.
So what,
You
what do you mean about that? I mean, what are you saying?
he goes on all different shows, and he changes his name for all different shows just to fit the narrative.
Who?
He just
Boss,
straight
my
up
name has been
still.
the Clipper Tarno, and that's the only name I've ever gone by on any platform. So you can go look at the platform and find the Clipper Tarno on any platform, and this is all you're going to see. I'm not on any other shows, and I'm not spitting any other language. Tyler Guyton, to me, is definitely nowhere near what you're thinking as Mozzie Smith. Ozzie
Listen,
Smith, in my opinion, is a complete breakdown and has not performed any way, shape, or form as what a first round pick should perform.
I wanted to apologize what I said. I have you confused for somebody else. So I take that. I take that. Hey, it takes a man. If a guy says he's wrong, I can admit it. I'm the first one to admit it. I apologize for what I said. But I still think Guyton sucks. Why I say he sucks is because listen, everyone gets beat as a tackle on a play, but he's the king of lookout blocks. And when you get beat that bad, I'd rather take a 15-yard holding penalty than your quarterback getting
I mean,
killed.
go back and research how many times did Dak get sacked because of Tyler Guyton? Go back, I mean, less than 10 for a rookie. Come on now. Or you're expecting somebody like, I don't know, Tyron Smith? You're not getting Tyron Smith. Nobody's getting Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith is like a Jeff. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime, right? Leon Lett. We're not doing that. So if you sit there and compare him to Mozzie Smith, who
But it
has
was
done nothing as a first round pick, come
but
on,
now
bro.
is it this Guyton was in his second year last year, correct or no?
No, this is fourth year now.
No,
I
no.
thought this was no, this is
No. This is Guyton's third year.
it's his third. It's his third.
Third
So
ball.
he sucked his first, then he sucked
Hang
his
on.
second.
No, he didn't. Dude, name the sacks. Name the total sacks that he gave up.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. I mean, we got to go back. How did we acquire? And yeah, excuse me, guys, as far as my video, for some reason I'm lagging or something. So in order to keep down the confusion, I'm just going to just use my audio. But we got to go back to how we acquired Tyler Guyton. We got him as a right tackle, and we tried to experiment with him as a left tackle. Now, some people say that it's possible, and some people say it's pretty impossible. So it's going to be a learning curve for Tyler. So that's one reason I'm saying I'm not really hard on Tyler Guyton, because this is a different position. I don't care if it's tackle position, but there's a difference between the right tackle and the left tackle. So this is something that Jerry Jones wanted to experiment with. Now, when we talk about Mozzie plays a position he's been playing for since high school. So, that's no excuse for Mozzie. But I give Tyler Guyton a kind of something like a pass due to the fact that he's learning a new position. That's just my take, my opinion on it. So I don't know, Danny, what do you think?
It's actually his third position. He was a tight
Yeah, he
end.
made tight end, right?
He was a tight end at Texas Tech. Then he went to Oklahoma and played right tackle for like 12 games. And then he went to Dallas. I say the good, I say the bad. I won't officially give up on him until I see him fail at right tackle, because that's only fair. You know?
Yeah.
My
So
thing is,
We're not going to see him fill at right tackle because we have Steele, right? Steele is not a bad choice at right tackle. I don't know why people hate on Steele so much. Steele has done a phenomenal job for us, especially for what we're paying Steele. So
okay,
for anybody to sit there and say that Steele needs to go away, please tell me reasons why. And don't give me your opinion. Give me the facts. Give me the numbers. Give me how many times has Steele messed up on a block where that gets sacked? How many times has Steele messed up? I mean, again, give me the facts. Don't give me your opinion.
All right, so let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you like in a different way. If this offensive line is so great, and we had two $100 million wide receivers on this team, why couldn't we get past the 50-yard line? and have to
Hello.
rely on a
Oh, hang on,
kicker.
wait. We had the number 2 ranked overall offense in the NFL.
See,
And you're
right
telling me
there,
we couldn't
right
get
there,
past it? No, no,
right
no,
there.
no, no.
Okay, so
We had the
stats
number
don't. What
2
does that
ranked
mean?
offense.
What does that
We had
mean?
the number 2 ranked offense. Highest scoring,
Okay, do you know why?
most
Do you know
yards.
why?
Do
Okay,
you know why? We couldn't get
okay.
past the
I'll
50.
tell you
Hang
why.
on. You're talking
Because of
about
our
we couldn't get
kicker.
past the 50-yard line.
Because of our kicker.
The kick.
Do you
Oh,
know?
you're. Oh,
Do
you
you
know
do you
that's a
know?
70-yard field goal. That's a 70-yard
Do
field goal.
you
Did he
know?
break the record?
Okay,
Did
okay.
Brandon Aubrey break the record and I didn't know about it?
All right. Since
Oh.
you're the number guy, all
So
of Aubrey's field goals, how many touchdowns did that equal? Because you want to talk numbers tonight. How many?
Say your question again.
All of Aubrey's field goals, how many touchdowns did it equal? And answer it fast. Don't Google it because you're not showing yourself.
So I'm showing myself. I'm on video. What are you talking about? I'm not showing myself. I'm sitting right here. You can see me the whole time. I'm muting myself because it's loud where I'm at. But the amount of kicks Aubrey made to score the amount of touchdowns does not even come close to putting us number 2 in total offense.
Well, I'm going to explain to you. If you equal his field goals, it equals 18 touchdowns. 18.
For the year, bro. For the year. 18 touchdowns for the year. We're talking about number 2 ranked offense in the entire NFL when it came to points scored and yards per play.
Against the Giants, against the Jets. If Brandon Aubrey is not
In
on
the
Dallas's
entire
team,
NFL. It's not against just the Giants. Come on,
stats
bro.
don't
Let's
mean
get real.
nothing. Stats don't mean nothing.
Oh,
If
stats
Aubrey's
don't
not
mean
on,
nothing.
if
Stats don't
Aubrey,
mean nothing.
if Aubrey's not on the team, let me ask you a question. Like I said, so if Aubrey's not on the team, how many games does Dallas win?
The same number they won. It wasn't our offense that had a problem. It was our 32nd ranked defense that allowed so many points for us not to win games.
So, the both Giant now listen, man. For you to say if Aubrey, for you to say if Aubrey was off this team, we would win the exact same games. I guess we must watch different games. I mean, I don't know.
100% we watch different games because you're blaming the offense for our season instead of the 32nd ranked defense. You're not blaming the second ranked offense in the NFL. You're bringing.
No, I put blame everywhere.
So
But if this offense was so great, why did we need a $500 million quarterback and $200 million receivers, and we can't get past the 50-yard line, and we need a kicker to kick 65-yard field goals?
So who are we paying $100 million a year to or $200 million a year to? Dak restructured his contract, so it's no longer $60 million a year. It's more like 52.
Listen,
CeeDee Lamb also restructured his contract. So that's again not a $100 million receiver.
I can
Listen,
call my
we're talking
dog
per
over
year here, baby. We're not
call my
talking your
dog.
entire contract.
I can call my dog over here right now and have a more educational conversation about the Dallas Cowboys football.
okay, so
Well, you can because you're more
I'm just not
educational than
gonna
a
talk to
dog,
you.
but you're not more educational than me, baby.
I'm just not going to talk to you anymore
listen
about
up.
it. You're
Wait, guys. Wait, guys. Hold tight. We're all voicing our opinion. I don't know. We ain't even got to the main topic yet, guys. I hope y'all can
I
hear me.
understand that, but for him to say,
Okay,
how many game-winning field goals did Aubrey have?
Okay, so here's the deal. We got to
Okay,
move on.
we win the same
We done spent 20 minutes on something that we just with just some news you can use. But again, tomatoes. Okay, we all have our opinion. Okay, and that's what makes this show so great because we all have opinions, and that's why we do what we do because we're fans first, and then we report the news. But let's see if we can move on to another topic. Can everybody hear me? Okay, because I'm having some issues, man, right now. But,
Nah, you're good. You're good.
but I'm just gonna keep it on audio because my camera is lag. I don't know what the crap is going on. It's one of those days today. But let's get into these banners. So this next topic, man, it says we talking about Brandon Aubrey. This been reported, man. It says all pro kicker Brandon Aubrey was designated with the second round tender as a restricted free agent at the start of the new league year, which gives Cowboys the right to match any offer he receives. If the Cowboys decide to decide against matching an offer, they will receive a second round pick from Aubrey's new team. However, the hope is that Aubrey will return to Dallas and will sign a record-setting contract that would make him the highest-paid kicker in the league history. Now, what they're saying is basically his signing is worth 5.7 million. So my question to you, Cliff, is this feasible, or is this, what do you think about this Brandon Aubrey situation?
Sometimes I blame agents for a lot of things. Agents get in the way of great team prosperity when they think that, oh, well, I've got the number 2 kicker in the league and he's worth X amount of dollars. They end up taking that kicker. You're going to go sit there and shop him around. I don't think anybody's giving you $10 million a year as a kicker. Because either your offense is so bad that you can afford that, which means nothing, that you're not going to be winning games because you pay $10 million a year for a kicker, or you're going to go to teams that have a good offense that are only going to pay you like maximum 7.5, 8. I mean, the Cowboys can match that all day long. But if you go out there and the only offer you get is 5.6, how stupid are you looking?
Fleabug, what do you think about this Brandon Aubrey situation? Are you there, Fleabug?
I can't hear him.
All right. Well,
he's asking, what do you feel about the Brandon Aubrey situation, where Brandon Aubrey is his agents like they're going to go shop around. The Cowboys have the option to match, or the Cowboys get a second round pick from any team that picks up Brandon Aubrey.
Right, and I get what you're saying. So Danny, how are you feeling about this, brother? As far as this situation with Brandon Aubrey?
Well, he wants 10 million. That's what he wants, and we had this conversation the one night, and for like 3 hours. And in my opinion, he's a crutch, because there was plenty of games where Brian Schottenheimer's play calling, it was blatantly obvious he played for the field goal. He was only going on for fourth downs once the Cowboys got eliminated from the playoffs. So, if you listen, this is just my opinion. The way the team sits right now, we're the worst team in the East. We have the worst coaches in the East. If you're now, okay, like you said, you want a solid team, a solid offense, solid defense. Seattle Seahawks just won the Super Bowl. I don't know who their kicker is. I don't know if anyone besides a Seahawks fan, who knows who their kicker. If the team is offering me a second round draft pick, I take it in a heartbeat, because now let's open up this offense. But also too, as Dallas fans, you cannot have the highest paid person at every single position. And so now, if you give me a second round pick and I can draft a linebacker, he's going to play 45 plays. If I draft an offensive, I'm just throwing like positions out there.
Right.
A monster safety, he's going to be out there 45 plays. Where a kicker, he's only going to play 2-3 plays. I understand it's pivotal, but there's a college kicker out of Iowa that I broke down. He's out in the Big Ten, where the birds are falling out of the sky. There's no trees. It's so windy. And he's booting 58-yard field goals. So if I can get a second-round pick for him and sign a kicker that can kick 50-yard field goals, I just think it would make Dallas a better team in the long run. And I think some team would offer you around 2 pick for him. Okay. Would they pay him $10 million? I don't know. I mean, that's a lot, but
so I'm apologize for my video, man. For whatever reason, I'm dragging, I'm lagging, or something's going on, so I have to play my audio. Let's go to Cowboys Champ. Cowboys Champ, what do you think about the situation? Man, look at that burger there. Good grief. What do you think about the situation with the Brandon Aubrey situation? I mean, he's on a tender for worth 5.7 million, but they're still trying to push for this almost 10 million. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I'm like this. If he wants $10 million, let him get it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because for the past 3 years, Aubrey really has been the Cowboy best player offensively, especially getting points and just to hit them 60-yard field goals. Now, if your offense, like I said, supposed to be the number two offense last year, and you not scoring, that kicker is hindering the offensive coordinator from being aggressive inside the red zone. To be honest, the kicker should not be the highest paid player on your team. He should be the kicker and the punter should be your lowest. That means that your defense and your offense should be producing.
Yeah, and that's sad. I think it's sad when your kicker stands out that much, man. And I know what Cliff was saying, that where we was ranked in offense, but good grief, we did rely a lot on our kickers. So hopefully, man, and I know a lot of that it was just an unbalanced. And again, we have to hold a lot of that towards Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus he really did the most with this team, man, as far as damaging his team. So there's a lot of blame goes that way as well. So,
but you know what? Real quick, one thing Michael Irvin did say last year: in order for the Cowboys try to compete until last year, the offense has to score at least 35 to 40 points. And then there have been times that the offense they went missing the action at critical times.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's what you got, Danny?
I understand Eberflus was a DC, and he was horrendous. But who hired him?
Well, we know that. Well, we've seen it before with Mike Nolan. I mean, yeah, this.
But this was Mike. But it was Schottenheimer. It was Shotty who hired him. That was his boy.
Oh man! Oh my God! So what? Schottenheimer hired the dude. The dude had a great last year defensively in Chicago. He didn't perform here. Great. We got rid of him instead of holding on to him like we've done in the past with coaches. So here we go.
So you would want to bring Matt Eberflus back. You wanted to bring him back.
No, we got rid of him. Like I said, previously the Cowboys would hold on to a bad coach for 3 years.
That's not true. We got
just
rid
like
of Mike
Nolan.
Nolan. We got rid of
just
Nolan.
like Mike Nolan. That's the only coach you can name that exited out after 1 year, other than Wade Phillips and Mike Nolan.
But it still falls down to McCarthy hired Nolan because that was his boy, and Shotty hired.
Right. And guess what? And here we go. They are gone. We got a new defensive coordinator. Let's see what happens. Because I will take Schottenheimer over Mike McCarthy any day of the week, 7 days a week, 5 times, 10 times, 100 times, every time over Mike McCarthy every day.
But now check this out, though. Say what you want, but Mike McCarthy has a Super Bowl ring.
I'm sorry, from what decade? How long ago was that? Was that not like 15, 20 years ago? Come on, bro.
So those don't count. So Troy Aikman's. So Jimmy Johnson's don't count.
Danny, what he's doing, he's voicing his opinion, bro. I mean, I understand
that.
I know you have your opinion as well, but his opinion.
I was just
saying that he would rather take Schottenheimer over McCarthy. So
And then I was going to say a sentence, and he interrupted me, and I was just going to finish it with, the only ring Shotty's ever going to get is onion rings. That's it.
Shit. Hey, we got our guy in the house, man. I guess he blacked out too, because it looked like that's the trend that's going on. Everybody's blacked out. There he is. We got Cowboys Corner in the house. Give it up to Cowboys Corner. Don't be shy. Come on, show that baby face.
I'm gonna hop off this phone here and just
come on, Corner, get in there.
I'm gonna hop off this phone and just say I'm on my way to the crib right now, but I came in the show to someone sticking up for Terrence Steele, and he said to show me the numbers, and I'm a numbers guy, so I figured, hey, let me bring you the numbers here. Terrence Steele in 2025, his pass blocking grade was a 50.
Come on back. You lost you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
54.9. That's 76 out of 89 right tackle grades. He's basically dead last. Like, why are we? What? Who would have Terrence Steele's back? Like in this, just because he's good at one thing doesn't mean he's good at all things. Terrence Steele is very, very upgradable. 100% upgradable. Are you kidding me?
So
52 total.
Hang on, corner. Hang on. I did not say he wasn't upgradable.
He allowed 6 sacks, 52 pressure.
No, listen. I did not say he's not
bottom
upgradable.
Of the list.
I did not say he's not upgradable. Terrence Steele is absolutely 100% upgradable. The argument was against Tyler Guyton and how he's sitting there saying Tyler Guyton is a Mozzie Smith, equal to or worse than a Mozzie Smith. No, Terrence Steele is not even a Mozzie Smith.
So yeah, that was the previous argument. Yeah, we're talking about Mozzie Smith and Tyler Guyton, and then we went on to Terrence Steele.
Well, Terrence Steele ain't all that in a bag of chips, number one. And
So-
if you're upgradable, you're not very good at your position.
No. Corner. I absolutely agree. No, listen, there's 90% of the league that's upgradable at their position. Okay, so you can't make a statement like that. All I was saying is when he was talking about Mozzie Smith and Tyler Guyton being as bad as Mozzie Smith, that is inaccurate.
Tyler Guyton?
Yeah, that's who we was talking about. Tyler Guyton.
Tyler Guyton is actually right there. Probably worse than Mozzie Smith, to be honest with you. Mozzie Smith actually played the games he was supposed to play. Tyler Guyton likes to tap out in the middle of the game that he's supposed to play. Are you kidding me?
Let me ask you this question, though. I mean, we're talking about moving a tight end to right tackle to left tackle. Does that play any part of his performance on the field?
A tight end?
Oh, yeah, he played tight end before he played right tackle.
Is that my problem? If he can't play the position, then he needs to go back to tight end there.
Well, no, what we're saying is this is something that Jerry Jones, it was his bright idea to, take a chance on bringing a tight end that moved to right tackle and said, we're going to move him to left tackle. So again,
and it was Jerry Jones' idea to pay Dak Prescott. Just because it's his idea doesn't mean it's a very good.
True. And wait a minute. There you go. Now we're talking. That is exactly why we are. We're same thing with Terrence Steele. Now, we could have got rid of Terrence Steele. What did we do? We paid him. What did we do with Dak? We paid him. There's a lot of players that we paid, and we waited so late that we had to pay them. So, yeah, I agree. So here we are. Now we got Tyler Guyton. How many opportunities does Tyler Guyton get? Because what Cowboys Champ was saying earlier is that basically this is an opportunity for him to be great this season. That was the comment that Schottenheimer made about Tyler Guyton.
Well,
Hey, let's not forget we also paid CeeDee Lamb.
And yeah, he said at the whole training camp before he got paid, right? So
No, that was like 2 years ago. CeeDee Lamb started off the season and caught maybe 4 out of 12 passes, and we paid him top market, right? So I mean, the Cowboys just suck all around.
it's a Jerry.
That's what you're saying. Dak Prescott sucks. Tyler Guyton sucks. Terrence Steele sucks. CeeDee Lamb sucks. Hell, all we need to do is just grab free agents every year and give them 1-year deals. Maybe we'll win something.
Yeah, it's so funny how we're going to that. That's just a cop-out debate right there. What you got to understand is when players.
What you got to understand is when we have one of the top 7 quarterbacks in the league.
I'll let you talk.
One at a time, guys.
I'll let you talk. What we got to start doing as fans or content creators is judging the success of the players with the contract Jerry gave them. CeeDee Lamb has checked those boxes. CeeDee Lamb has been criticized by me, especially when he got pushed in the back in 2023. I hated that for CeeDee, that he didn't stick up for himself, number one. Number two, he also paid Jalen Smith. He's also played Leighton Vanderneck. He also played all these other players. But guess what? It didn't work out because Jerry is attached to players. Mike McCarthy was in love with Terrence Steele. If Mike McCarthy was never here, Terrence Steele wouldn't even be on the team. Terrence Steele still shouldn't even be on this team. That's what we got to critique. We can make these lame excuses about, well, CeeDee Lamb sucks if he got paid. That's one player out of everybody else he paid. He just paid Trayvon Diggs a buttload of money, and Trayvon Diggs is on the books for $8 million in dead money. You like that contract?
You're the one starting talking about contracts and people getting paid that sucks. You brought up that. He sucks. He got paid. CeeDee Lamb sucks and he got paid. What's your point? Everybody that you say, everybody is CeeDee Lamb, dude. I'll take George Pickens and his catch percentage over CeeDee Lamb's any day of the week, 7 days, all day, every day.
And you also said you'll pick Schottenheimer over McCarthy. So you kind of lose credibility when you say that. You lose credibility when you say that.
How do I lose credibility with Schottenheimer having the number 2 ranked offense his first year? Go ahead, tell me. I mean, Mike McCarthy did it once.
What was his red zone percentage, Clifford?
Hold on, guys. Guys, we keep forgetting.
Bro, you can't bring up a win percentage when our defense was ranked 32nd. Our defense was ranked 32nd.
What was his red zone percentage? The defense predicts the red zone on now? What was his red zone? What was his red zone? I talk numbers, baby. This is what I do. And guess what?
Hey, what's the total number? Hey,
the last 8 weeks of the season.
Okay, listen. Okay.
What's the total number of touchdowns we had for the season?
Okay, I need everybody to chill. Everybody chill. Come on, guys. Let's bring it back. Let's not get personal with this, because remember, guys, we all are voicing our opinion. That's all we're doing. We're voicing our opinion. I mean, it's okay. We're unapologetic in what we say, guys, but we should be able to voice our opinion without the counter attacks and things like that, man. So this is what it's all about. You know, Danny might say something I may not agree with, but that's his opinion, guys. Let's get back to what we're talking about, because at the end of the day, we're all Cowboy fans. So let's get back to this. And we were talking about Brandon Aubrey, but we got to keep moving. We haven't got to the main topic. We're talking about Mulugheta versus Jerry Jones. We didn't talk about that. That's the main topic, but we keep hitting these city titties for some reason, but it's all good. But I appreciate it. This is what brings content, man, when we got all this stuff to talk about. But now, listen, guys, I've got to move on. Our next thing I want to kind of talk about is basically what Cowboys has been doing. So, and I'm sure that, Danny, you are aware of this, that they have been hosting some prospects at the stadium, at their facility, and a lot of these guys, well, there's a few names that was on here that they look like. What I've seen is a lot of linebackers and cornerbacks. They had Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. He came through. They had Omar Cooper Jr. from the wide receiver from Indiana come through. Was his Keontae Scott, which is a cornerback / safety.
Miami.
Yeah. So they had Mansour Delaney, from cornerback from LSU. So look like they're still in the hunt, man, trying to find some great picks. So I don't know, is there anybody that stand out to you that actually visit with Dallas over the past week or so?
Listen, the way I would do it, my guys who I want, I wouldn't even bring them in. I would not even bring them in, because it's like poker. You're showing your hand. You know what I'm trying to say? I do like Keontae Scott a lot.
Yeah.
I do like him, but let's be honest. We have to double dip. We got to come out of this draft. We need 2 linebackers or 2 safeties. At one of those positions, we got to double dip. We got no safeties. We got no linebackers. We got Mavis Leofau, who's a safety / special teamer. Now he's an outside linebacker in a 3-4. That's not going to go well. Listen, you can't blame Overshown. He's had 3 surgeries on his knees. That just happens. I do like Anthony Hill. I mean, his 2024 season was off the charts. It was he was a highlight reel. His 2025 season still was very, very good. It just wasn't as great as the 2024. There was also some scuttlebutt Cowboys blog put it out. There was some scuttlebutt. He's coming off an ankle surgery. So I don't know. But
Yeah.
but in 2024, Anthony Hill did have better D tackles in front of him at Texas. He's 6'2", 240. He's a top 5 linebacker, top 4
Yeah.
all day long, top 5 all day long. I like him.
Yeah. Cowboys corner. Did anybody? Well, let me before I even go and ask you that, but they did have some local town boys come through as well. They had Malik Muhammad, cornerback out of Texas, Eli Showers, tight end from Vanderbilt, and Charles, what is his name? Demings, cornerback from Stephen F. Austin. Were you aware of any of these players that came in, or did anybody stand out that the Cowboys brought in, Cowboys corner? Come in, Cowboys corner. You there?
I can't, you know.
Okay. What about you, Cliff? Did anybody you stand out with you that the Cowboys brought in for on their visits?
No, but I definitely agree that make it interesting. Anybody you're actually interested in, don't even bring them in for a visit so that it's not so obvious. I kind of like that idea. That was kind of cool. But no, I don't agree totally with the situation that we have with oh my god, 3 knee surgeries. Oh my god, what? Dang it, Overshown. Sorry, Overshown to me still has promise. When he came back last year, he still had promise. I don't really have an eye on anybody that's coming out of the draft 100%, but I do agree we need to go with either 2 linebackers or 1 linebacker and a tackle, defensive tackle. But we do need to spend the first round with 8 picks. I think it's 12 and 20, completely on defense. Is where I stand with it. I'm not going to say because I've been working so much. I cannot say I paid that much attention to who's coming out in the draft right now, but I do think we need to spend it on drafts or on defense.
Okay, that's what's going on. That's what's up. Hey, before we get any further or go any further, again, let me say I apologize for my lagging of my video, so I got to use my audio. But before we go any further, my guy all the way from the East Coast is Chip. Game Sports TV is in the house. Give it up. What's up, my man?
Salute, Big G. How you doing, family? So glad to see you. It's been a long time, but I'm glad to be on board tonight. We're doing well, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, man, it's good to have you on, man. We just, like I said, we're Cowboy fans, and we talk, we're fans first, and then we report the news. So I'm going to get into go ahead and get right into the next topic, man. And this is something that, this is the main topic. So I'm not for sure if you guys were aware of it, but Jerry Jones makes a statement. And let's get into this. And Cowboys champ, don't be so shy. You and Fleabug, don't be so shy. Y'all need to get into this conversation, okay? Y'all just like I don't know. Are y'all breathing up there, Fleabug? You breathing?
Man, I was waiting for you to. I was about to answer about the college people coming in.
Well, come on, give me some then. Give me some. Who stood out to you?
I like Hill from Texas, but they said the Cowboys also looking at McCoy, the defensive tackle. I think McCoy from Texas Tech, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I know the name is McCoy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I think he's defensive end. Isn't that right? Is he defensive end, Danny?
No, I think they might have brought in Lee Hunter. I think I'm not 1,000% sure.
Yeah, I think it's
on
Hunter.
On all that 30-30 visits. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So let's get into this, and we're gonna start with you, Chip. So Jerry Jones says George Pickens needs to ditch his agent. So this is quote. He said, "I asked." Well, let me see. Let me get this right here. Let me get this right. Jerry Jones asked Jerry Jones if George Pickens has said he wants the negotiation to go to his agent David Mulugheta. Jones said he talked to agents over the years and has no issue of doing that. But if he worked without an agent, he'd save a lot of money. After a pause, he added, with me. Sounds like we're repeating ourselves. Chip, sounds like we're repeating. Have we seen this scene before?
Hey, you know what, G? We have walked down this street before. We've run around the corner with this before. We should have definitely learned from what we saw last year with Micah, because Jerry begins to talk to Micah. And then after he thinks he strikes a deal with Micah, but then here comes in the good old agent doing his job and doing what he should do, which is advocate and get the best deal that he could secure, right? For his agent, for his guy.
His client.
Talking about Micah, his client. Thank you. Look, Jerry needs to stay out of the business of talking with the players. Let's keep everything on the business side the way that it's structured to be. Guys have an agent for a reason. We're not going to use the agent and then not use the agent to negotiate for us. So, Jerry, we don't want you. We don't want to talk to you, Jerry. We just want to play ball, and we want you to give us that mean green. Jerry, we need to knock it off with this one here, G.
Yeah, I mean, he says something about going to daddy, and daddy tells you no, and then he runs to mama, and mama said, I don't know what that was all about, but it was crazy.
G, I think he wants to continue the headlines if we haven't had enough of them. He wants to stir it up probably before the draft. Mentally, he wanted, I guess, get in Pickens' head, which I think you shouldn't do because the chemistry that him and Lamb has and him and Dak has, I think you want to keep that. So if we keep this solid guy now, we got two solid guys and we got Flournoy coming along and we could work on the defense now. Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard the same song. Fleabug, are you on? I don't know if you're on your mic on or not. Are you there, Fleabug? Okay, so all right, Cowboys champ. Now let me read this again. If you didn't hear me the first time.
Oh, I heard you. Heard you loud and clear.
Okay, you heard me. So this is what he said. He said he had no issues. But at the same time, he would save a lot of money if he just dealt with Jerry Jones.
The whole thing magic number, 31 years. And I said 31 years? 31 years the Cowboys continued not to do nothing because of how this team is set up.
Yeah, and this is with 31 years. And again, Jerry is making the same pitch, Cowboys corner, about ditching your agent and just deal with me, and he'll save a lot of money. I mean, what are we doing here, Cowboys corner? What?
I love that. I love that Jerry's giving players an option. I love it because these agents, they're only and if you look at the deals that have been. Look at Micah Parsons' deal, for example. He was projected $40 million, right? And he agreed to that with Jerry Jones, and then you look at it now, he's making $45 million, right? And now he went to a state that pays taxes. Not only does he have to pay taxes, now he has to pay his agent. Now he has to pay all these other fees on top of what he would have done if he just would have agreed to the $40 million and stayed in Texas, right? Well, and now you look at that. Michael Irvin, Richard Sherman, a lot of these guys who were greats in the NFL, they negotiated their own contract. As a young kid in the National Football League, if I can look at another revenue to save money, because I know 60% of players or more go broke after they retire from the league, to save a little extra millions, to invest it, to save it, to whatever you got to do, I'm all for the youngster doing that. Look at Adrian Peterson, for example. The guy's broke. Look at Warren Sapp. The guy's broke. These guys used agents. Let them save their money. Keep the agents out of it. Don't try to make the salary cap's going up, but it ain't going up that much. Jimba shouldn't have got what he got for that salary. Nobody is going to make Micah's money at that position. No one's going to make Najimba's money at that position. These agents are ruining the game of football. If the players want to negotiate their own contract, let them.
Well, and you're right about that. But see, Micah he agreed. Well, he mentioned that. He even said in a statement that I don't need all the money in the world. He said, "Just I want to play. I want to be on the field."
And
But
his agent messed it up.
we got to remember that was before Miles got paid. That was before JJ got paid, and that was before Max got paid.
Then why did they agree to 40 then?
Jerry Jones, once again, he waited. And then so now because now the tables are turned. I told you to give me the money back then, but you refused. So now you don't allow 3 defensive players to come in and get paid, and I'm supposed to still just take. No, it doesn't work like that. And same thing with George Pickens. We put him under attack, but look what happened to Jackson Smith Najimba. Because we waited, we might just lose George Pickens. We just
give me my picks. Give me my draft picks.
Yeah,
and that's great if that's what you want. I mean, but again, we cannot say that he doesn't. I mean, let's even talk about Byron Jones because we waited. Let's talk about Randy Gregory because we waited. Let's talk about Dak Prescott because we waited. So again, this all falls back to Jerry and his slowfulness of being a genius and come to find out being an idiot.
That's a fact.
So again, and we can say this that Michael was going to agree to whatever it was then. But what did Jerry do? He waited and allowed 3 defensive players to get top-notch paydays. So again, I mean, it's only fair for me to ask now. So
but the topic is Jerry saying what he said, and it's 100% accurate. These young kids need another avenue to not waste their money on agents who's going to probably screw up their career.
But it doesn't seem like I think it's more David Mulugheta than it's anybody. I haven't heard him have a problem with any other agent but this one little young individual. What is it about this guy that just drives him nuts?
Because this is what they do. Because it's the star. This is what they do. I guarantee you right now, Mulugheta is asking Jerry Jones for George Pickens to pay somewhere between 35 to 40 million. And Jerry's like, kick rocks, bud. That is why the agent is ruining the game of football right there. But look at Brandon Aubrey wanted $10 million. That is ruining the game of football. I guarantee you, if Brandon Aubrey goes in there and hash out the legalities of these guys ain't dumb. These guys have college degrees. They know a little bit of something they're doing. They're not illiterate, right? No, don't get me wrong. There's some NFL players that just got a full ride scholarship and didn't take a single class, right? Don't get me wrong, but a lot of these guys have degrees. And they know what the heck they're getting into when they sign the dotted line with or without an agent.
But who started this? Let's go to who started it. Didn't the owners the one offer this type of money? I mean, I don't blame not one player for taking the money. It's because
I'm not blaming the player either. I'm blaming the agent.
Yeah, but it's the owner that pays the big money, so that sets the bar even higher.
The GM, not the owner.
Well, the GM, owner. I mean, the owner signs the checks, but. Again, but that's where it starts at, you would think, right? So if you set the bar for just like, let's just take Jackson for example. If we would have just went on and signed Pickens, which I know you said you take your draft pick, but my opinion, I'd rather keep Pickens. I really do. I don't care. But now because we have allowed Jackson to receive this top-notch contract, of course, this is what the agent's going to do. This is exactly what the agent's going to do. So, again, it's just the way the game is played, if you ask me. What you got, Danny?
I remember back in the day when Tony Casillas, he negotiated his own contract back in the day. And everyone made fun of Lamar Jackson, but his mom, him and his mother negotiated his contract. Listen, here's contract A, that right in front of you. Contract B was yours. It's not going to be much different than contract A. There's no reason to pay an agent 30%. You can go to a lawyer and just say, yo, I'm going to give you a flat fee of $3, $4, $5 million.
No, it's not 30%. It's 3%. It's not 30%. No way, sir. It's only 3%. They only get 3%. No, it's no way they get 30%.
But I'm just saying, you can just straight go to a lawyer and be like, yo, $500,000 or $1 million. You want it? If not, I'll just go somewhere else. I mean, but I was against the Pickens trade from get-go because I knew this was going to come to this. If he's tagged. He's going to sit at home, and I don't blame him. You're tagged. He's going to not go to OTAs.
Yeah.
He's gonna miss the entire training camp.
Yeah.
He's not going to work out.
Right.
He's going to show up game one. Probably take 5 weeks to get in shape.
Yeah.
Suffer like a tissue injury, and collect his 20, whatever the tag is, 26, 28 million. Versus what JSN got in Seattle. Yo, he deserved. I'm not. Oh, he deserved it. He did. But now, I said it last year. There was not a single team in the NFL with $200 million corners, and now Diggs is off the team. And if Bland doesn't stay healthy, he's going to be off the team. You can't win a Super Bowl and have two $100 million wide receivers on your team. It is impossible. It's impossible. Look at Cincinnati. Both of their wide receivers are paid. They can't get over. I mean, they're horrendous. Look at Miami. They paid both their wide receivers. They tore that down. Philadelphia paid both their wide receivers. Brown's getting traded from now until the draft. It's just impossible.
So, do you think our offense was that bad last season, Danny?
This is how I look about our offense. It blows my mind that we needed whatever Dak's contract was, 60 million or whatever. It just blows my mind that even though Pickens was on last year's deal, this year everyone's saying pay him 140 million, or at minimum, he's $100 million wide receiver at minimum. But my mind, I don't understand it, why we needed the highest paid quarterback in the NFL and $200 million wide receivers just to make it to the 50-yard line to kick 70-yard field goals. I will take a top 10 defense, a great running game, and a game manager. And forget, it's not about stats. Stats have killed this game. It's not about stats.
So, Chip, let me ask you this. So, when CD went down and Pickens stepped up to the plate, do you think we would have the record that we have now?
Absolutely.
Or what we had, rather 7-9-1, if we didn't have Pickens, or would it be better or be worse or what?
I think he was exactly what we needed, when we needed, and we still need him going forward. It's no doubt that a lot of people was worried about Pickens or what he brings to the table mentally, emotionally, or otherwise. The fact of the matter is we need a guy like Pickens, hope to get him back. When you look at over the last decade of what teams is doing, let's take two of them. Let's take the Rams and let's take the Eagles. Somehow they found the amount of dollars. They got the cachet to get the players to come in there and play. And guess what they got? They got some Super Bowl rings. The way you're going to do it is money. Some people are going to look at the cap like the Sun or whoever it is, but this is a money-driven game. You got to pay these players. I don't care if their mama is negotiating a contract, grandma, auntie, uncle, or an agent, or yourself. You're going to need some money, and you're asking for money. That's why you're bargaining in the first place. So whoever does the bargaining, I really don't care. Let's pay them the money, get them to play. And when you get them to play, you're going to get some seats in the table. You're going to get some fans watching. You're going to get some excitement coming out of this great game of football. We needed Pickens.
Yeah, that's so true. That's where I look at it. I understand, but now it's probably unheard of. I don't know how you're going to pay Pickens. I mean, you got yourself in this situation now. We put the franchise tag on him, and then you got Jackson out there with this type of money. Yeah, more than likely you probably have to trade him. So what happens to this offense? I have no idea, but it won't be as good as we just saw last season. And people will say Ryan Flanoy is up next. Ryan Flanoy is not. It's not George Pickens. And now it is going to be unheard of to try to pay both of these receivers. Well, this is the consequences they got when they brought George Pickens over here. So now they got a decision to make. Yeah, you let him play up under the franchise. Of course, he's going to sit out because guess what? He sees what Jackson is making. He understands that. So now you want me to play for Swiss cheese while this guy just set the bar even higher. So again, like you say, this is just the market. This is what it's all about. And I guess my question is, what is it about David Mulugheta that Jerry just does not deal? I mean, we could talk about Todd France. I mean, Todd France finessed the crap out of Jerry Jones. And look what Dak Prescott got out of it. I guess that's where he's trying to be cautious at. But Todd France, he finessed the crap out of Jerry Jones. So I just think that's the way the game is, Danny. I don't know. I mean, just
Listen, in my opinion, Jerry wants this. I'm just going to repeat what he said. It's a soap opera. And when it's quiet, I'll talk. And that's what he does. So now, basically, while Pickens sits out, it's going to be on all the three-letter networks every single day in training camp of the summer. Every day of OTAs, where's Pickens? And Jerry is winning at the end because Dallas is good. It's going to be where's Pickens on every podcast. Where's Pickens? And he wins, and it's all about money. So Jerry just listen. We all know Jerry is the main problem, and nothing's ever going to change until he's gone. But this is
yeah,
what he wants. He
yeah,
wants. He wants a soap opera, and I call it as the stomach turns. But it's just I don't listen. But if we're gonna move him, we have to move him before the draft because let's just say hypothetically, they take Pickens. Excuse me, they Kid Cooper from Indiana. Now you draft him late with a late first rounder, or if you trade back into the second, you draft him and him. The value you can get for Pickens just went way down because now the other 30 NFL teams know you're getting rid of him. So the best world, or
yeah. Come on, corner.
it's
What you
would be.
got? That's your. You've been doing a lot of writing. I saw you writing all that crap down. Let's see what you got. Fill us in. I guess he took a break for a minute, but yeah. Again, this is something that we see behind closed. We don't see behind closed doors. Is when the agents. I'm gonna say this: if I have to go to court, it'd be hard for me to represent myself, especially when the defendant over there or the plaintiff over there it has a high dollar lawyer over there. So I see what you're saying as for yeah representing yourself, but believe me, that person that you're dealing with, I guarantee you, he's going to try to finesse you. So yeah, you save a lot of money, but you pay for lawyers for a reason. Just like I'm in the union, I pay my union dues for a reason, for the benefits, the equal opportunities, things like that. So I see what you're saying. And some people, Roy Williams, the Longhorns that played with Cowboys, his mother uh, managed his contracts and things like that. But I think there's a low percentage of that. I think there's a low percentage of people that does their own, but high percentage, everyone pretty much have an agent. And come to find out, this David Mulugheta, he's the boogeyman. I'm gonna tell you right now, he's the boogeyman, or you can call him the house man because he's cutting on 6 and 8. I'm just saying. And when you look at this guy, when you look at who is this guy, let me just show you some of the guys. This guy was he made over $1 billion in 2024. In 2024, he made over $1 billion in contracts. So this guy is somebody to be reckoned with. So let's just look at some of his clients: Jordan Love, Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, J.C. Horn, Jalen Ramsey, Michael Parsons. So I think when we talk about David Mulugheta, I think we're talking about a man that he can care less about the loyalty to a team. He's all about trying to get his players paid.
But one point, I had no idea. I just thought he targets Dallas. But all those guys you just mentioned, all severely overpaid. Severely overpaid players.
But that's his job. That's what he does.
No,
He
I
gets
get it.
paid.
Listen, I get it. It's a business. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. That's why, listen, I don't blame Pickens for asking for 140 because that's what JSN got. Like I said, I don't blame him. He wants what the other guy got. And that's why, and people were like, they thought Pickens was going to take a team friendly deal. And I'm like, come on, man. If anyone thought Pickens was going to play for a penny less than Lamb, he wouldn't. He's not. And now he wants what, what JSN gets.
Yeah, and,
Well,
and again, why are we where we are? We're here because Jerry outsmarts himself half the darn time. He outsmarts himself. He does. I mean, again, yeah, what we're saying is we need George Pickens to prove himself. We're talking about 9 TDs, 1,400 yards, making the Pro Bowl, but we still want to prove himself. And look at the situation we got ourselves into again. But it happens. We talk about Randy Gregory. We talk about Byron Jones. We talk about Michael Parsons. We talk about George Pickens. So this is nothing that's new. This is just the way Jerry does things, and this is why we're where we are. So I was hoping Cowboys Corner might come back on real quick before we get out of here, but I just want everybody to come on and voice their opinion on. And again, I apologize for just using my audio for whatever reason. I'm having trouble with my the video; it's lagging. But you guys do me a favor. I appreciate everybody coming on and being a part of this conversation. And as far as the chats as well, I appreciate y'all. But I want Corner to come on. Corner, are you there? But anyway, so yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm lagging. My moderator told me you're lagging and you sound crazy. And
it was still a good show. Still a good show.
Yeah, I think so, man. And again, like I said, we're fans first, and we're and then we report the news. And again, we voice our opinion, and we're gonna have. It's okay to agree to disagree. That's what it's all about. Barbershop talk.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I appreciate everybody on here. Cowboys Corner, come on one more time before I get out of here, buddy. Chip, you hanging around? Where you at? Somebody.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
All right. Well, come on, chime in on us real quick, brother.
Hey, well, like this man mentioned, of course, my man Pickens wants that dough. And Money Man Malaguino, forget a pronunciation, he's going to try to get it.
Mulugheta.
The great point was made. If we're going to trade Pickens, or we're not going to get rid of him, let's not hang on to him. Let's get rid of him just as soon as we can before this draft happens, a few short weeks, so we could get some great compensation and you can move well in this draft. I want him because I think that you could build something great with him. It's going to take some wisdom to navigate, those dollars, but you got to do what you got to do. They got those business degrees for a reason. And they could work it out. I pray they work it out. I want us to get back to some real glory because when CD went down, had not it been for Pickens, I think we don't win 3 games this year.
Yeah. And again, it's a great problem to have. It really is a great problem to have 2 receivers. Like we're talking about, like the Justin Jefferson and the Jamar Chase situation. But again, personally, I can't say that our offense was that bad. I mean, we had 2,000-yard receivers. We had 1,000-yard running back. We had quarterback threw over 39 touchdowns. So, I mean, all we needed was this defense, and I really would like to keep this together, guys.
Yes.
Just to see with this new defense, and I just think if we lose this piece, man, there we go again. Now we're unbalanced again, and now we're trying to get the offense caught up with. Oh my God!
We'll be like it was when we lost Cooper when they tried to buy committee.
And that's what that takes us right back to. Receivers by committee. Wow. Unbelievable. Guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. I was hoping Cowboys Corner came on back. I saw him doing a lot of writing, but I done held you guys way over an hour. Thank everybody for stopping through. Again, I got to deal with this situation, like these technical difficulties, and I got to call this company and fix my stuff. But anyway, But Danny Savage, I appreciate you, man, for coming on, man. It's good to see you again, man.
Yeah,
We'll be looking forward to seeing
definitely.
you again. Big shout out to Cliff Tarno. He was on here as well. Cowboys champ. Chip, man, it's good to see you again, man.
At all
It's great.
times.
So I'll be getting with you guys and collaborating with you guys again in Cowboys Corner. He's been a regular on here as well. So again, thank everybody for coming on. And with that being said, we're gonna get on out of here. Like I always say, continue to be blessed, continue to stay safe, and whatever you do, continue to be kind because Lord knows we need more of it. And with that being said, we're out of here. Deuces.
Already.
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The Cowboys Huddle Podcast.